weird. Let me open up Discord once again. So we can get through all this. There it is. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong account. But who cares? That's not really gonna affect it. Alright. Got that up. Alright. Let's get it going. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get the first map up. So, for a little bit of context for people, yesterday we played a Scrim versus Nova and we won 2-3, or 3-2 I guess. And yeah, it was a really close game, ended up being a close game, but we were struggling with playing comps that weren't what we always play, which is Ryan Sig, and that kind of brawl style. So we're hopefully going to be finding what went wrong in the places that that we didn't do good on, which was usually dive. Like, I'm pretty sure 100, almost like 90% of the time it was dive that we were screwing up on. So there's a couple misplays here and there, but it's mostly dive that we got to focus on. So also 2 CPs mostly. So I'm gonna put in something. What's up, Caroline? Why are you watching this? You don't care about this at all. Alright, BRQ and I think it's a 0-3. This should be Li Jiang. We played Sim and something else. What's up, Glacier? Get ready to be absolutely torn apart. I'm just kidding, I'm not going to. Unless you absolutely throw. Also, I don't know if the music's too loud or not, I'm just kind of letting it vibe.
Ready for battle.
Okay. So, I don't know if I should do what I did last time where I just kind of flew around and watched what happened and paused every now and then. Or if I should watch it from, like, people's perspectives or what. So, I think if I see something that I really need to talk about, I'm gonna just go from point of view. Starting off the map was like, yeah, that was really sick, dude. That was really pog. Alright, so once we start up here, we're gonna talk about these comps. So what we decided to run is what is kind of a mixture of what's meta on this map specifically, and you know, what we run, which is Ryan Sig, because we have a Ryan player and we have someone who can play anything. And since Junk is meta on this map, we played the Junk as well. And they're running a really weird comp with Zarya, Hog, and Genji, and McCree, which is, I don't know where the synergy comes from there, but they probably worked it out and they decided on it. So we should win this first fight. We have 2 shields, they have none. They have nothing to break the shields. We should pretty much just walk in and kill them. So their McCree is flanking, but he does. I don't think they called out the comp yet, because if he knew what comp that we had, he would not be flanking. So they're kind of splitting up. We're just taking point. See, this is just more coordination. So like, we're all together, and they're in like a straight line split up literally everywhere. And I think we punish them for this. The Genji comes in. We end up picking their McCree. I don't remember where he was, but he was probably by himself, not gonna lie. Because Dapper gets a quick kill on him. They res him, but still, we're pretty much all playing together. They're cut down the middle, and their Hog is flanking, which is kind of bad for us, but I'm pretty sure we end up doing enough here. We kill their Zarya over here. Glacier gets hooked because nobody was with him. So their Genji dives us. Pretty much everyone focuses him. Dapper's on his own, but that's fine. He's trying to just hold them off over there. Genji's one. I get hooked, I die. We tried to get the bash, but it wasn't in time. Dapper dies because he gets picked by that McCree there too. And then Kitsune lives, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Team stays alive, but she gets slapped. This is weird. Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little bit just to see what actually went wrong there. So we capped this. Like, when, what was the issue here? So we were all up. This charge, IDK about this, Glacier. Like this kind of thing. This kind of, I don't know about this, dude. Because they have a sleep, they have a stun, they have mercy even if you do happen to charge someone. They have bubbles as well. So, I don't know about this one. This one doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And then you just get punished for it, you get antied as well, so they can't heal you in time and you die. And we're all over here focusing the Zarya. So, I don't know, just try to play a little bit more passive, because that was pretty much a throw. Anyways, let's keep going.
Get into position.
Because we saw what happens because of that. Now we don't have a shield, so we pretty much just get rolled by Genji and Hog. And McCree, because if we don't have a shield up for that, which we won't consistently have a shield up when we're playing Sig, because Sig uses his in increments. Teammate gets hooked, you get slept, and I'm pretty sure we lose this. Oh no, Kitsune ults. I think she, oh nice, we get that T-Man shield up in time. This was a good charge because T-Man is already ahead of you here, so even if you get clapped up, T-Man's still going to be there to help you. That was a good charge. Plus we've got Pole as well, so it's going to keep you alive. Get to... Genji dies. And then we still have point because it didn't take. So that was a good example of a good charge and a bad charge, just so you know. Because one of those kind of threw, and we barely clutched up, and the other one was good, and it gave us a fight. Trap. We're all just kind of shooting where we can. We get a nice fire strike. Right now Dapper is flanking around. I don't know if he called this or not, but he is. I don't remember if he gets anything off of this. Glacier charges. I don't know about that one either, dude, because it's just a Hog. Usually Rhine doesn't beat a Hog in a 1v1. And all of them are over here, so you're running away with the shield for a few seconds. T-Man shield is already low, and he's going to try to help you, which he does. So you're lucky T-Man clutched up for you there. But then, since they don't have that shield there anymore, they're free to use this Nano Blade. And T-Man isn't able to clutch up on that one. But we are still able to kill him, but we have to commit a lot to kill this Genji. Or to at least stop the Genji Blade, because we didn't even kill him. That charge also... You really gotta work on your charges here, Glacier, I'm not gonna lie. Because I mean, right now, I'll play through this again. I want to see 100% what I'm seeing. See that charge? Yeah, I don't know about that. He had to use rock there, which means Genji couldn't get rocked, so he had to ult. And then I believe we tire from behind. That ends up... How did this not get him? I feel like he's definitely in it. but maybe it's too late. So Dapper's tired, doesn't get anything. He's stuck over there, fighting pretty much no one. This charge into their team also wasn't going to get a lot anyways. So they could just collapse on you because it's a Hog and a Genji. And then their entire team kills us. Rob's alive, he's stalling, he dies. Okay. I didn't mean to do that, I meant to do the controls. Here, I'll speed this up. Anyways, so yeah, that was an interesting play. I'm just gonna let this all go again, because I accidentally pushed the thing. Alright, we're back. So we try to poke pretty much the same thing. I'll see how we initiate here. We're all just poking. We've still got the same comp. And where are they at? So they've got 3 in front with no shield. They still don't have a shield. And the McCree's getting boosted. Their Ana, it's uncontested up here, which I hope we'll contest her eventually. She's free to just heal everyone. She antis. They grab. We end up picking 2 off because of the grab being behind a wall. And then that charge got hooked, but it's fine because T-Man was there to get it anyways. That was fine. That charge was fine was because we had already picked 2 who had stuns and who could have screwed you up. So whatever we're up to, that's a pretty not bad play. Dapper gets hooked, but that's just because there's nothing we can do about that. We just keep going, and then I'm pretty sure we just fend them off, right? This shatter I remember specifically you didn't call, so just call when you're gonna shatter because this was a good shatter, but nobody knew you were doing it, so they just all kind of vibe here. And I mean, we end up getting a kill off of it still, but you know, it probably would have helped you out a bit more if we had called it, because we could have wiped this up all a bit faster. Kill the Hog. I high noon the Ana. Yeah, now we get this. So yeah, nice, good run. That's a few mischarges and a bit of a bad flank from Dapper. That's the only mistakes I can think of there. Kitsune's Cole was good. The T-Man Sigil was a bit of a flub on the Genji, but it's fine because it basically did its job anyway. It forced him to go in. We went Ball here, which I mean, Ball is acceptable. Ball's Zarya is fine on this map. But they have Rhine Orisa now. So I'm curious what we do about this. Because I don't actually remember this map, I just remember the next map. So Dapper goes up, he's trying to look for Kitsune, Kitsune flies. And what do we do here? You go straight to point. Tanks go straight to point. We're all poking, it's just the tanks up in front. Okay. We end up all being at point, and you're gonna roll through. So this is fine. Nothing bad has happened yet. You roll through, good roll, forces 2 of them onto point. Dapper is getting some free shots in, forces Immortality out. This is still good for us. That Reaper's not getting any value. Nice slam into them. Their Pharah is able to kill Dapper? I'm not 100% sure how that happened, but I think it was just a flub. Kitsune dies to the Pharah, but still we get shots. We recognize that the Sig is low, so we push him, right? Yeah, we do. And then they end up just dying anyways, so it was good. Good initiation, good cleanup. Not bad at all. We mine? Oh Jesus, dude. We're all over here. I want to look at this. This. I mean, they die, but it was at spawn, and I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't think those mines were necessary at all. I mean, it was just a McCree, and we could have used that up here at choke. I don't know, maybe in a comp game that was fine, but this was a little bit cringe. Dapper's playing low ground because they have... Oh shit, and then they ult. Okay, I'm gonna look at this in slow motion. So they start to push, and it's just 3 of us alive. Where is... Oh, I got spawn, right? No. Oh no, there's 4. I couldn't see Dapper. Alright, so... What happens here? We just probably all just die, right? Orisa gets half. You push the Orisa. It's a slam. Pharah is able to sneak onto point. Nobody even hurt her. I almost kill her. How do I have that stunned in stunner? But whatever. You're kind of just vibing behind. Roll through. Looking for a stall. I had to get out because I had 1 HP. Kitsune's able to get a res on Pharah. Gets a little bit outplayed, but there's not really much you can do there. Stall again. I go back in to try to look for something. There's a shield in my face, so I try to walk out, but then there's time to die on point, so we die. And then you're already out. So this, we should back up. Yeah, we backed out. Unfortunate pull from T-Man. Or like, T-Man gets pulled. Dies. We should just be full out at this point, just all the way out. And then you eventually leave, and so we reset. Nice. We're all just walking. You switch to Rhine, and you kill yourself, which does not help, but that was lag, who cares. That does give them like a free 10 to 20%, because that went up all the way. And now you're back. So that gave them a free 10%, which could have been really useful. Let's see, where are they at? So I'm coming over here because I'm going to try to get a high noon on this. I'm pretty sure I'm calling this as well. What ends up happening there? Rob dies? Where was he? Oh, he just barely got clipped by all this spam. So I guess just don't walk into the spam if you can't get healed enough for it. I think Dapper... Oh, he didn't die. Rob gets res though. And then the ult is here. So we just stayed here and gave them free 20% because... Glacier died, and then we're just kind of vibing here for no reason. And then we get ulted because of it, and they just push for free because we're all just vibing here for no reason. So we do have the means to push because we have 2 ults here. I'm gonna go back 20 seconds because I want to talk about this. Glacier's back, and we kind of just get picked. T-Man is... I don't think T-Man should not be here. T-Man should be playing with the team over here because that bubble probably could have blocked enough. I imagine a bubble there would have blocked enough. We're just kind of vibing here still. We backed up because shield went down and nobody went out to push. Dapper probably should have been in the sky, firing over onto this. And then yeah, we just kind of get vibed on. And we used Valk on accident. I'm still over here because I'm trying to get a high noon, and then we never pushed. So, unfortunate. Let's keep going. And so, just because of that, of us just vibing, they get a full, what is this, going on 50 free points here? And yeah, so this is when we finally decide to push, but at this point they already know I'm here, so I have to back up. We grab, we charge, which is good. We get a kill. I end up dying there because the grab was at the wall again, but that's fine, it happens. We ult it, I think, after it already, 2 of us die because of the high noon. And then I believe Dapper gets killed by the Pharah as well. So, unfortunate grab. I think we probably should have grabbed out in the open if we were trying to combo the high noon. That's fine. And then we all know what happens from this point. So literally we gave them like a free 50% just because we were vibing and didn't push at all. Even though we had the ults and the cooldowns to do it, we just didn't. And then they pretty much just won one fight and we lost because of it. So that was not good. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a theme this entire set, is that we were kind of just hanging around waiting for something to happen and nobody actually ever did anything. Or at least at some points, whenever we weren't pushing, and we ended up giving them a whole lot of percent. So, yeah. I think here we decide to run Sim. They're running their double shield again with Pharah and Mercy. They have a Tracer instead of a McCree, and we'll find that out soon.
Round 3. Capture.
T-Man goes Diva, which I like. It's pretty obvious they're gonna have a Pharah here. We all TP onto the point immediately. I like this. They had no idea we were gonna try to run Sim because we never have in any of the prior maps. And so when the Tracer comes in, she's just kind of useless. She can't really do anything here. Their Pharah's gonna try to look for value, but she's not gonna get much because we're all gonna be inside of here, playing towards the center. Especially when she's out by herself. I'm pretty sure even if she kills Dapper, like Dapper wasn't getting any value anyway, so this pretty much doesn't do anything in regards to where she's at with her Mercy, who is a healer. They're not getting any value here. They can maybe, like, what's really happening here is she's just kind of shooting small amounts of damage so we can heal with Rob. And while her Mercy's out here with the far, where are they? Where am I blind? Oh, they're right here. While their Mercy and Pharah are out here getting like minimal value, the Mercy honestly should probably just be with her team at this point because we just have more heals. So no matter what happens, we're going to end up killing something first, even if the Pharah had already killed Dapper. So yeah, Rob ends up dying because we didn't kill anything when we should have, but Alicia has the Pharah, 15 dies as well. But I'm able to DMAC Diva here. So although like a few picks are happening for them, like we have 2 down right now, we're still in a better place than they are. Because of their Pharah and Mercy being out here, still not getting as much value as they could be. I end up killing the Moira as well. So they're virtually down 2 right now, even though it doesn't look like it. Their Diva's at a mech, she's about to die, and their whatchamacallit, Moira's already dead. So while their Pharah is just starting to get value, we've already been pretty much in. I'm already full charge, and their Diva's at a mech too. So Sig dies too, because, you know, we have the Moira still alive, and this Pharah's not going to get a lot of value when we're all spread out like this inside of this room, and our Moira is alive. And then we get demeched because Pharah can hit Diva, which is reasonable. But I think I kill Mercy as well. And then T-Man's alive, but I don't think he's yet. Rob dies, I ult because I'm trying to save this. And then what happens? T-Man, I think, yeah, he just dies because he was going to die regardless. And then I kill Tracer as well. And then Pharah comes out and kills me. But that actually evens it up. So we were, even though it looked like we were losing like really bad, we were, or at least I was, able to, with, like, I don't know how to word this, like their positioning by their Pharah and like their tanks in general. Alright, I'm negative for COVID, Pog. Anyways, we were able to use our positioning to at least not win the fight, but even it out basically, because their Pharah and Mercy were pretty much making it almost like a 4v6 or a 4v5 because we were already down 1. They're far away ult there. I don't know why you would ult to kill a Mercy, but I mean, that's fine. They bomb, they with bomb as well. Glacier charges, that was a really good charge because they had nothing to punish Glacier for that. Literally nothing. Or nothing that can at least stun him and burst him until now when everyone else comes in, but at this point they use 2 ults and it's pretty much even still. We're just fighting it out. Dapper dies. I just now get back. T-Man's low. Rob can't out-heal all of that. I think I'm able to demech D.Va and kill Pharah, but after that we're all dead. And then they use Cole as well, and then we shatter, which ends up getting a kill. So I mean, we're pretty much just still trying to contest this for some reason. I think this is where we would already be out at this point. We should have just backed out, but we're somehow able to keep rolling in and getting kills. I don't know, and I don't like us keep like still walking into this, even if the stalls keep coming in. I don't know. I feel like we maybe should have stopped after a little bit, but it's hard to tell in the moment. Honestly, I can't really tell if I like this or don't, because T-Man stalling here is really clutch. So I mean, maybe I don't know. I actually don't know how I feel about this, because T-Man came in like really clutch. I guess he recognized that they didn't really have any stuns aside from Sig, so he could stall this for like 8 years. And now we have 5 on point, and they also have 5, and then their D.Va's coming back, and Dapper's coming back, and Dapper gives value before their D.Va. I get killed by Pharah, but we're able to res me, and then Rob kills their Pharah. I'm gonna look at positioning again, because even though this is a brawl, I just want to see who's helping him. So Rob and I are trying to help Glacier, and then there's a turret behind them as well. And Dapper is trying to just duel the DPS, which is fine. What else is happening? Their D.Va's on this side. I hope someone shoots at her, because yeah. So I think I focus the D.Va, kill the D.Va. The bomb isn't gonna get any value. Who is this Tracer shooting at? Oh, Dapper. I don't. Okay, yeah, the Tracer's kind of throwing this, because I don't know. You should be on the Pharah if you're gonna try to take the Pharah, but whatever. It's good for us. Their Pharah gets rezzed and dies? Where did this? I'm so confused. There's so many things happening. I can't tell if we're doing the right thing or not. Here, I'll go back in. I get another wall. Kill Moira. Kill Mercy. And then yeah. And then I think Tracer dies as well, and we get that. Nice. And so because of T-Man absolutely being Pog, we win this fight somehow, and that was the first take of the game. And at this point, nobody knows what ults are at, because we literally, I don't know how you track through all of that hell that just happened, but somehow we're able to come out of that. Nice boop, it forces out their D.Va thing, boosters, whatever. And we recognize where they're all at, so we start moving onto point, because they're rotating, we rotate as well. Hopefully Glacier walks inside, he does. Oh, yeah, that's Glacier. T-Man's rolling around, just doing his thing. He SD's there. Well, D.Va boops him, but it's basically an SD. So it doesn't really matter, because he's just Ball. Like, killing Ball there does not do much, especially on this map, because he just gets back fast, and he has mines anyways, so he'll have them by the time he comes back. And they're not pushing off of it either, because they're all trying to kill Dapper, who's getting pocketed, so chances are they're not going to kill Dapper, especially when he's pocketed, or they're going to have to commit everything to it. So Dapper kills the soldier, even though there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 at this point shooting at him. Nobody can kill him because of Kitsune pocketing him. And we're just able to pop ult and kill 2 because of that, because these guys just weren't getting helped up front. So because all of 4 people on the team couldn't kill Dapper or Kitsune, Rob and everyone else who's down on low ground is able to just shred their Sig and Amora. And then they back up, we're able to punish them for backing up. And yeah, we get free charge here. And now we're way up in ults. And at this point, it's 50. We got a free punish. And they're still not deciding which side they're going. So, Soldier's off by himself. He's trying to get a pick on the Pharah. But he's not going to. Right now they're split up 3 and 3, so I don't know if this was intentional. This is why I really wanted to review what it looked like from their side, just so I can hear their calls and see what they were saying. Like if we were doing something obvious or not, but who knows. They're completely split up. We call it the tanks are on the left side, so we go over to the left side. This charge though, this is the charge that screwed us, Mr. I don't know. Here's what I'll say. A lot of the time you charge when you should just be walking. There's no need to charge into this. Because they have the shield too. And so you're gonna get shielded and rocked and then clapped up and shielded again. So that was also a theme of the set, was a lot of the times when you think that you should have charged, you should have probably just walked up instead. Because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten punished there, and T-Man would have actually gotten in back in time for him to get this this ult and boop him into you, and y'all could have had a big old combo. So just think about when we play our scrim today. I don't know if you're starting or not. I didn't actually look. I think I only looked at like DPS and was starting that. But if you are playing today, just think about whether you should charge versus just like walking, because a lot of the times you're gonna want to save your charge. Like for right now, when the Sig is against a wall on half health. So yeah. Just think about that today, and try to, you know, realize where you are versus where the entirety of the team is. Like right here. Like I don't know what are you doing? I think you're looking for heals here. And then we're able to get kills at least, and you charge back in and you die because you're at 1 HP and you're charging into a team. So honestly, once again, I think if you just walked in with your shield up, you probably would have lived and you could have gotten heals in time. Just think about that. I'm not trying to like bash you or roast you or anything. I'm just, you know, think about this, because we end up winning this anyways. Teammate gets rocked, which is unlucky, but he's a god at stalling, so he at least stalls a decent amount. I try to TP in, you TP in with me, and we actually have 3 in, so we forced their Cole as well. I think this is where we call just stall to 99 and then die. So Dapper's in, we get 99, and then T-Man's in, we back out or die. Yeah. This is when we call. We got us to 99. Okay, back out. So that was good. That was good coordination. We still have the same comp. I think this is when we realize that we're not going to be able to TP in. I totally believe you. I TP in here, but at this point they realize they're already gonna do it, and then they ulted, which, I mean, dude, their DPS here, they were constantly trying to make hero plays, and I'm not sure what ulting this would have done. Because, I mean, you don't really want a team wipe here. Even if we all had come through here, and we get like I'm coaching their Pharah at this point, but if we walk in, like all of us are here and we end up all dying to this, like he gets a 6k because we all TP'd in, we have a sim, so it's not enough to commit to that. I don't know, I feel like they would want to play for these long drawn out fights, especially with their soldier and the comp they have, but I mean, they went for it anyways. And you know, you have a charge, so you get back fast. You get back fast anyways, and we're all here. And like within maybe, I don't know, they probably could have got like 20 free extra % if they had stalled out. That like if they had just punished you with no ult, they could have had a lot of value, especially when we push in all together on this side, when we have nowhere to run and there's an open sky for a Pharah. It's just, I don't know. That was a weird play from them. So I wall in here. I like my wall. I'm just gonna suck my own, you know. And we keep going in. the turrets. You're with T-Man, and y'all aren't gonna realize it, but y'all are having a lot of synergy here. This charge, I can see where you're coming from. I don't hate you for that. We had wall up, and anyways, you were getting pocketed as well, so that one's reasonable. Unfortunately, Rob was looking at the sky, so he wasn't able to heal you. But I kill Soldier, and then I kill Pharah, and then I kill Mercy, and then I get D.Va out of mech, and then I kill D.Va. And then T-Man pops with his mines, and we're able to kill the Moira as well. So, nice. I get a 5k, by the way. I'm nutty. Tracer tries to stall. I feel like they kill someone here too, don't they? Yeah, they kill me. But they committed everything. And their Pharah is only 50 on ult now. So, if any of you guys from that other team are watching this, just watch your ults, because a lot of the times, no, you don't have to be going for those hero plays. Especially when you don't want the fight over fast. So, yeah. Nice map. I'm going to try to speed it up from here. So, let's go to the next one. Import. Yeah, I'm going to speed these reviews up from here on. I'm just going to watch. I'm not going to pause anymore. Just to see what happens. MHHJ. This one is King's Row. And this was a very weird map because we did a pretty decent attack, but we sucked on defense. And I'm pretty sure it was my fault, but I don't know if it was just my fault or not. So we're going to take a look. I'm going to speed this up. So first we're on defense. We have a normal comp. We're not playing our Sig Rhine, which maybe we should be, but it's fine. Alright, so what do they have? They're running the same comp. They love playing Orisa Sig. I think they still think it's meta, but I don't think it is. Anyways, we used a bubble early. It was a good bubble. Good positioning. Oh yeah, the turnaround was for the... Very smart. Okay. Keep going. I wall. I like this wall. You charge. I don't know about this charge. I think I could see that you were trying to charge one of them, obviously. But there's a wall that's all the way back here, so chances are, even if you didn't, they could have got an immortality or a rock or a pole or anything out of this. So, I don't know. That was... I don't know. I think about your charges, and only, like, if you were to charge here, I think if you had charged into, like, right here, this corner, or something in this little pocket right here, you probably would have survived, because we could have given you a bubble, or I could have, like, at least gotten a punish from it. But this charge down this long alleyway, I don't know. Well, that was a throw, actually. I'm not saying I don't know, that was just a throw. And now we don't have a shield into the double shield, and we just get kind of shredded. We try to keep ourselves alive, which we do, because they're not playing this the best way possible, because they're still trying to play safe for some reason. Even though they should just pretty much be on point, like all of them. And T-Man walks in because he's trying to get the contest, but nobody else is able to walk with him. So he pretty much just decided to stall this. Kitzen's in, you come in, but once again they have the same comp. You're keeping your shield up, that's nice, you're staying alive. See, like right here, if you were charging all around, this would not be good. Like right there, the second you dropped your charge, or the second you dropped your shield to charge, you died. Because that's just what their comp was. Dapper's still back here, he's just trying to get anybody he can before he dies. He does. Because even if you had lived for those few extra seconds, it might not seem like a lot, but Dapper was behind, so he could have still gotten maybe even a little bit more value than, you know, he was able to. Because they would have all been focused on you still. So just think about your charges and think about where your team is at. If they're with you, if they're going to be able to come with you, and if the enemy has what stuns, and if they've used them. If a hog uses a hook, I'm just trying to help you now because you're the only one watching, but if a hog uses a hook, first of all, does Reinhardt win versus a hog 1v1? No, never. There's never a time where a Rhine beats a Hog in a 1v1. Just use that as a rule of thumb. Even if you're the most Pog player in the world, just never charge into a Hog unless they're below half or they're anti. Because I saw that happen a lot of times. But that same principle goes for double shields and stuns. And also immortalities. But like, I also notice is that you go for really long charges, which would be good if the distance was like 2 inches away from them. So keep in mind how long your charge is going to take as well. So you get nanoed here, we ult because we nanoed. You're trying to get value, but you can't really. You get a shatter. I mean, it's a shatter. It was a good shatter, but no one was alive. We couldn't do anything about it. And we die. I go Doom. And other than that, we're playing the same comp. They're definitely playing a bit worse than the other team. So I try to touch, and we get nothing out of it. And we back out, we had to use immortality. T-Man's able to stay up, you're able to walk in front of him, so that was good. Usually if someone wasn't as experienced, they would have dropped shield because there's a corner, or they would have just, you know, not been there. So really good, that kept them alive. We didn't get as staggered as we would have been. And Dapper gets a pick, which means they can't really push up as much as they want to. They res, which is really unfortunate. They're all down low ground. I don't know. I'm so mad about this. She literally got hit into the wall and just didn't. That's so stupid. But whatever. I'm gonna go back because I didn't see what happened. So I was too mad about that. We get the pick. She gets res. And then I want to see what happens here. So they're all just spamming your shield. They're still spamming it. They're still spamming it. And then, oh, it was the window, because we had all gone to try to dodge the window, and then nobody had anything else. That makes sense. And then yeah, we all tried to back up. And at this point, I feel like we should have a Pharah or a Genji or something. But it's a little bit too late for this. But I think we grab on point, it gets a Hanzo, which is good. It's at least a pick. There's 6 behind us, and nobody cares about him. So he's able to get way more value than we thought. And I'm pretty sure, where's their Ashe at? No, this isn't where she gets value. I'm in, I'm just keeping them all back because we have to clean up in front, so I figured it's worth to die there anyways. Their Bap's trying to jump. We let him jump because we don't have anything to touch him except for Rob. We should probably have Rob play high grounds more because their Bap and Mercy are just vibing up there for free, especially when I'm dead. So we'll talk to Rob about that, or Baps in general play high ground. There he is. He finally goes up. And then I'm soloed because that was a crappy punch. And their Bob's out in front. We killed the Bob, so this is good. And their Ashe is just chilling up here uncontested. So this should be my or Dapper's job to take care of. And Dapper has no idea he's even over here. So I try to go in. And then I'm pretty sure that punch doesn't kill her either, even though she literally bounces off of this. That's just stupid, whatever. And I die because I suck. You're up front. You're getting spammed. Okay. You want to talk about that? I don't know, just don't. I don't even. I'm not even gonna say that. Well, I'm not even gonna mention what just happened. But anyways, Dapper gets a pick. I'm chilling on high ground. We're in a good position here. At this point, I think Dapper should be playing on high ground just to take away from their Ashe or anyone that they try to play on high ground, like their Bap up there. If he tries to walk up onto the high ground that I'm at currently, and then we'll see what happens. So your shield goes down, you play corner. I'm the only one up here still with T-Man. And their Ashe is behind me. And then I drop down because I fuck up the punch and then I die. But I am doomed, so I'll get back fast. I want to see what we do here when I get rolled. So they bob in. We get an immortality. And then we can't do much because your shield's down and they use 3 ults. So there's not much we can do there, we just die. I don't know if we should have used the Bapple, but yeah, that's what happens. Can't do much about that. I dive in. It was a good grab, and then we end up killing stuff. I kill the Orisa, and then we keep going. So that's good. Bro, what? From where? Oh, she's up there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should probably be playing high ground more than we should, or more than we are. Because, like, Rob, if Rob was playing high ground, he could easily see that and just any pressure could have just took her down. So, I have my ult. I think that's the only reason I'm still on Doom. This was not a good Doom game for me. Holy shit. Nice rock. We recognize they don't got the shield. Dapper gets 2. They sigled us. Hopefully we have immortality. Yes, we do. Nice immortality. I push in off of that. And then right here we should be pushing. We go in. Nice charge. That's worth it because you knew I was going to force out immortality anyways, so this is completely fine. I'm in at the same time as you are. They're going to have to try to get one of us. Either way, one of us gets a kill here. Right? Yeah, you get the kill. And then I come in after you. We do a lot of damage. Even if both of us die, it's fine. They're in their spawn pretty much. And they're staggered, so Dapper's really open to getting a lot of damage here. So this is fine. That was completely fine. It's not like they can do anything about it anyways. They can't push up, they're slow. They don't have a Lucio either. I'm on Genji now, which I like. I probably should have been Genji for a bit. They bob us again. She's getting bobbed like every fight at this point. What do we do about him? Oh, I walk out and die. Okay. I don't think Kitsune meant to be healing him. I think that was just a little bit of a screw up from everyone. I get rezzed. Where do they high noon from? This Ashe is back up here again. And now we're all in this corner. The Ashe is just vibing in our spawn. And she's able to kill all of us before we even realize she's over there. So yeah. More times we need to play high ground. So, yeah. If either of us were up here or up here, that would not have happened. So, that's a no for me and, me, Rob, and I guess, Dapper as well. We gotta play high ground more, especially when they have people who want to be on high ground. We need to be playing high ground and holding it either on the opposite side or the same side. So let's go into this part. I'm just speeding this up. Hey, you don't have to be here. This isn't mandatory. I'm just doing it, so if you want to learn, you can learn. There's 4 other people now here too, so I mean, they actually care. Could be like that. So we decide to run a dive with Junk and Widow, which I actually don't think is trash. But I don't know why we're letting you play Winston at all. Oh no, we go ball here as well. So this is not. I don't think this is a good just comp in general. To run into their anti-dive when they have 1, 2, 3 stuns and they have a res and an immortality field. And I don't know why we're playing Ball and Winston into this. I don't see where we get the value from. So yeah, we'll talk about this later. This is where we probably should have gone Sigrun, but I mean, I don't know what we were thinking in the moment. Cause like, who do we push here? If Glacier jumps on anyone, they have everything to kill Glacier. So we literally all would have to have like a Lucio to speed boost us in all at one time. He jumps in, they immediately all go on him, like I said. The immortality, so no one dies. And then they actually throw because their Ashe is playing short range for some reason. I don't know how. But they're somehow their Ashe is playing short range. Yeah. And the Glacier's up here. They're all scared of Glacier. How is this happening? How is Glacier? What are they threatened by? Why are they backing up? They have both of their healers here. They have their Sig and their Orisa fortified, and they have their McCree. Why are they scared of Glacier? I don't what. Like why? Why did they back up, dude? Holy crap, they're throwing, honestly. I think we just won this because they threw. And so I get value because I'm chunk as well, and then, like, they can't push because we just keep booping them back because we're monkey and ball, which is, like, one of the benefits of playing this comp, is that they can't move at all. And they just cry and sit and we cap. So, I mean, they threw that. And then that's what should have happened, is they should have just killed you immediately when you jumped in and they had immortality. That's what should have happened every single fight, but I don't know what they were thinking. I break shields. I kill Sig. That's fine. Makes it though at least they can't push us either. We're just surviving. Pushing cart. Nothing else we can really say about this. He managed to scout. We're all just kind of chilling. Glacier is doing something. Oh, this is where I remember we coordinated this, the dive with the Bob. And the McCree actually ults, and they immortality him as well, and none of us are peeking, so he doesn't kill anyone except for Bob, which, I mean, that's fine. That's 2 ults, or an immortality and a McCree ult for a Bob, which we can build way faster. Plus, we're getting value back here as well. This is a sick mines from T-Man. Like, they just use immortality, and then me and Glacier are diving as well while I'm getting boosted. So this was all pretty good. Unfortunate hook, but we still like get a hell of damage here, and we forced that ult as well. And then I don't know how nobody died there. I'm actually clueless how nobody died there, but we're still alive. We back up. We use our back ult in exchange for theirs, so it's fine. We're all still alive. Nobody's died yet. They hook. That's a really unfortunate hook. He's getting boosted. They have the boosted things on them, but I think he was for a second. Yeah, he was. So yeah, really unfortunate. I think if he didn't get hooked there, then we probably could have kept it going, but that's fine. Not much you can do. It was a really good setup for a push. That we shouldn't have even been running in the first place, but that's what happens when they have the comp to counter it. I'm up here, I'm vibing, I'm gonna get a tire. And they're just looking for hooks and stuff. Y'all know I'm back here, so y'all are letting me set up. And then y'all are all grouped up as well. Y'all coordinated dive. So when Glacier lands, T-Man slams, so you get hella value. We ult all at the same time. So while y'all are diving here, I drop down and I tire them back here, so their 2 stuns can't do anything about this. So now we pretty much just kill them. And they have nothing we can do about this. Sure, we used Primal and we used like 3 ults, but I mean, who cares? It's a junk ult. I get that back fast, and same with Valk. We get that back fast as well. So honestly, worth it. We win the fight. We cap. Nothing bad about what just happened. Let's speed this up. I think like they go Sombra and try to touch, right? Yeah, they touch for like a millisecond, and she dies. Or she teleports out. Yeah. I'm gonna play this in 0.25. So they're playing the same comp just with a Sombra instead of an Ashe. So now they're just straight up. We do not run dive into this like at all, like with any dive characters at all, because they're just gonna clock us up with the Sombra, the Reaper, the Orisa, the Bap, the Moira who can run away, the Hog who can hook. They just I don't know. We shouldn't be running dive into this, but I think we just do it just because we're already on it anyways. We dive here. Maybe we should have waited a little bit more, but we dive together anyways, and Bob dies, so We probably should have waited until me and Glacier, and I guess T-Man as well, could dive in, but or at least bubble us. T-Man kills their Sombra, who was on point. I'm up here. The Reaper comes behind me. Bad luck. Very bold to push the Reaper as Winston. I'll give you that. But I don't know how well that's gonna work out. Yeah, it doesn't work out very well. And you somehow live, dude. They're throwing this. Holy crap! I don't know how their Reaper gets full shots on you when their Hog hooks you and you don't die. I'm baffled by it. Is this team a Masters team? Cause oh my god. That's a hook. We bubble because T-Man's a god. We weren't giving them value, and then we end up giving them value by putting our baffle right behind their baffle when they have corner advantage. But that's fine. Dapper's still alive. He's gonna die eventually. He dies. We come back. You charge. There's not really, yeah. Pushing a Reaper as Rhine, but you didn't know the Reaper was there. There's not much you can do about it. So it happens. I don't even know that this guy's up here and he 2-taps me, 3-taps me even, and I trap him. So, it's fine though, because they were already respawning, there's not much we can do about this. This is where we do this thing where we just sit and we fucking vibe for like 8 years and we don't do anything about it. So, right now, we should be pretty much right, we should be pushing already in here. Because even if we're down me, we should be walking through here so they can't get any poke on us, especially when we're already pretty much at the door. And if Summer can't get any value on us either, we should be in that room right there. Dapper goes through the room. We should not be pushing into this comp with this comp, like walking at them in their face. We'd have to come around a corner first or something like that, like close range, which we try to do, but the Reaper's holding us back, and y'all are just getting beamed down because their poke is better than ours. That's why we can't just walk at them, because they just have better poke. The Reaper teleports like 2 inches, and then the EMP. And they don't get anything out of it. And now we're actually in a pretty decent place to push. You charge, which I mean, I don't know, but it happens. We grab just the Orisa, and she gets out, and then the Immortality, and we Bob. So Bob's gonna get at least a little bit of value, because it's elite. Oh, never mind. This push was sad, dude. The Reaper kills Rob, their Hog just hooks the Bob. Oh, I don't want to watch this, because we just misplay after misplay on this. They ult this and we keep walking in, we get hacked, we die. I tire, it kills the Sombra. And then we kill Orisa as well. Oh my god. That was just trash. We're completely uncoordinated at this point. The Reaper's up top behind us. Their Sombra's behind us as well. Glacier's up on his own. He gets ulted by the Hog. And we lose. And they just get a free fight. And now we're just we're trying to poke again with the same comp. We can't. Our poke is not better than their poke, because we only have a shield up for half the time that they do, because they have a Risha shield and the Sig shield and okay. Orisa gets new ones and Ryan only has his. Luckily, Glacier's able to kill Bap somehow. We charge in. This charge was not good, but you're lucky you didn't die because of it. I think you're turning around because of the Sombra or something. They're free right here. They have no tanks on them. Because T-Man's over here. He's contesting the high ground. Eventually, T-Man pushes in as well with his shield, and then Glacier comes in as well. I stun them. Glacier gets a fat shatty, but at the worst time possible, me and Glacier are pushing, because we don't realize the Reaper has his ult, so neither of us can stun him or do anything about that. And then yeah, he kills me. T-Man's able to punish him for it, but you know, it's too late already. They have advantage. Dapper's popping, but he dies because, you know, they have advantage here, and there's nothing we can do about it. That was a good charge. You knew there was a wall right behind him, and you weren't charging back into the middle of nowhere. That was a good charge. Unfortunately, they EMP us, and we can't do anything about this. There's literally no way to outplay that. Unless we had hooked their... Or like, if we had rocked immediately the Sombra or charged or stunned, there's nothing we could do about that. We had no idea she was even going to do it anyway, so... We kill the Reaper, though. And that does kind of turn it around a bit, because now there's a decent chunk of us here. And we're not getting pushed back as much. So that means we force the back ult, because they have to keep this momentum that they have. Or else we're just going to all come back while the Reaper's down and we win. So we're all up in front. Their Hog's coming around here. I think I get hooked. Yeah. So we realize the Hog's there. I barely am not behind Glacier's shield, so that's cringe. And then I stun him, but it's too late. And at this point, there's not much we can do. Like, actually not much we can do. I say that a lot, but there's actually not much we can do. We ult here to try to get a nice little comeback. This is a nice ult. It traps the Hog at least. But Glacier gets hacked. The immortality he walks out of on accident. And then, yeah, not much we can do. And we die. So, yeah. There was just a lot of misplays in general on this map from both teams. This was not something any team should be proud of. So, yeah. Wisher, why are you inviting me? I don't care. I'm doing a Scrim review. You dunce. Alright. Now we're gonna go to the other map that we did bad on before we started doing good. So let's go Temple. Which is P6 G. I'll play these in 2 times so I'm not wasting your guys' time. SN. Glacier, stop inviting me. Wait, what? What do you mean? P6 G A S N. What? Well, I guess it just does not exist. Anyways, does anyone know if that's wrong or Z not N? Okay. P6 G A S Z. Okay. Oh, Z. Okay.
Now entering the temple of Olympus. Ready.
All right. I'll put this in 2 times for you guys. Don't worry. We'll speed through this one because this one was just embarrassing. Because our dive was embarrassing.
Hello.
So I'm on Pharah, Dapper's on Widow. We're just getting whatever value we can. We're running pretty much the same comp, except they just have, what do they have? They have an Ana instead of Bat, and a Soldier instead of Widow. They're coming the right side, which is, I mean, it's something that you can do against Pharah, but there's not really. Pharah is just really good on this map. I'm getting as much value as I can. Everyone's doing really good. Glacier and Teamman are cycling shields really well. The Rock didn't get much value. Glacier is able to pick off the Sig. We just hold them pretty well. Their Soldier's getting free reign, but it's not like he's getting much value anyways. We're just farming. I farm like 2 of them because they're not doing anything about me. Kitsun's pocketing me. Soldier runs out. We lose Raisin, but like, it doesn't really matter because they're already down like 3. They're all grouped up, which is not what you want to do against Pharah, but that's what they kind of had to do. And I'm pretty sure Raisin is pretty much back. So yeah, Raisin's with Dapper now because the Pharah's going to try to dive them. Pharah stays alive, and a lot of us turn around to try to kill her, which is unfortunate because then they all come up here and they're able to have big high ground on us. And then I believe their Mercy drops, and then she comes back up. Oh yeah, but their Sig and Ana drop, and then they pretty much all drop for little to no reason. I don't know why they dropped. They could have just kept chilling up there and killed someone, but they dropped. We use our ults, and I'm pretty sure we actually get some kills here. Oh no, because they're soldier ults. I kill their Ana, T-Man kills their Orisa, but they commit 2 ults. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure we didn't commit any though. Oh, except for Supercharger at the beginning, but that was, you know, reasonable. So, we have ult advantage coming into this. Dapper goes McCree, because there's a soldier, so I get it. Makes sense. I'm gonna pause this real quick while I go to the other side. The Pharah's getting a lot of value here. So am I, but, you know, theirs is getting more, because attacking on this map when you're Pharah is, for this point, it's better, but on the other point, it's worse. We siggled a couple of them over here. Sig gets low, but it's able to live. Dapper's able to pick the Pharah, which is really good. And then we end up kind of farming whoever was out of position. And so yeah, that was good. We bring it down to around 3 minutes. Blah blah blah, just lots of poking. They're just not getting any picks out of this. Until they... this was actually just kind of nutty. He hits a friggin' predicted set of missiles here. And then they nano sigil, which is kind of quirky, honestly. Even though our lamp is up, one of us gets caught. And then they ult as well. We didn't realize they had so many ults and we just didn't use ours. And then I'm pretty sure we're not even able to contest this. Yeah, I'm up for like 2 seconds, and then I'm able to kill the Ana. Dude, this freaking Sig, dude. He shielded it, which was really clutch, and then he stunned me out of it. I got so mad, but anyways. We're just trying to stall, do what we can. And that's that. They end up killing us eventually after we stall for a little bit. Yeah. Oh, we just kind of get off, but that was just communication issues. Now is when it gets really sad. Oh jeez, y'all can shield your eyes if you don't want to watch the worst attack ever. Holy crap! What song is this? I don't know. I just have it on a no copyright playlist thing. I don't know.
Ready for battle.
Doesn't say.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
So we're running dive again. Why are we running dive into their anti-dive? Like why? I don't understand. Why are we trying to run this dive into their anti-dive? Like what is the point? Like we can't just like out dive their anti-dive. Like to me at least this just doesn't make sense. Like I don't understand the logic behind this. Like although they were screwing up against it, they kind of got used to it. Like the few fights that we won on King's Row was because they screwed up something and we were able to punish them for screwing up.
5, 4, 3,
But
1.
there's only so much that you can just like out mechanic.
Objective A.
Like here, what do we do? Like what do we do? They have immortality. We're not gonna get a pick. They have rock. They have a fortify. They have a pull as well. Glacier is just kind of vibing. I don't know about this strat, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about that strat, but T-Man is forced to do something, so he has to go up, try to get any value he can. We're somehow able to pick the Sig because they just didn't do anything. They didn't use immortality or anything. Which is what I'm saying. Like, if they had made the right plays, they would not be losing. But they didn't, so we're able to punish them for it. Somehow. Glacier gets a nice dive. And then they res and we're kind of just floundering again. They have 2 stuck up front, and we're able to punish them for that, so once again, we win because they make a bad play. Like, I get what Ball does on this map, but the Winston and Ball together, I don't think that's what we needed at all. like a Rhine would have been really good because we could have used ball Rhine. Like I think you were actually saying that, T-Man, was that the ball Rhine would have been pretty good for this. But I don't think Winston Ball is the play against a team that can at least do something here. Like actually, I play ball in this map, but obviously Glacier doesn't know how to play ball. And he does that. Dapper's popping, he gets a pig. And then the immortality, so we don't get anything off of that. Break immortality, and we actually have a decent we have a decent positioning here. But like there's a shield right in front and we have a Zen. This is when I don't think we should have had a Zen at all. Even though we're running a dive, I don't think we needed the Zen. Because Kitsune has to kind of just go in. At this point we all have to run in pretty much just to hope that we clean them up with discords. And I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah, we clean them up here. We all just kind of get good plays off of that. So, as you guys can see, we pretty much only win on this comp when they screw up really bad. And we got lucky that they screwed up really bad. And now we have ults. So theoretically, even though they have a counter, and now Sombra as well, we should win this fight. So I'm gonna actually, this is gonna be one of the times that I slow this down because I want to show you the disaster that occurs here. So we're all set up, we're all here, they fire us, and then they use all of their cooldowns. So now they have no stuns, they have no pull, and they don't have anything else they can use. We're still just kind of vibing. We're all just standing, doing nothing. And then Glacier pushes, he mines. This is where we push in. So T-Man jumps in, but like when T-Man jumps in, this Zen is back here. He can't do anything because he's a Zen. I'm back here because I'm a Genji, and so I'm gonna have to dash in. And Kitsune's back here because she's with me trying to heal me. So we all go in now. I ult. The Zen is just getting bullied because we're all diving and he's Zen. Yeah, second point. No. And so the immortality, obviously, because you know it's immortality. I have to break the immortality. I dash in, and then this guy solos my, or he doesn't solo it, but he focuses my blade, so can't do much about that. Good trans though, because although it's the wrong pick, he has good mechanics, so he knows when to use trans. They're able to kind of just clap us up though, because we have, like, what are we doing? We're none of us are together. We're jumping in and out randomly because none of us want to get focused, even though all of us are gonna get focused because they have a Sombra, and so she's gonna focus whoever she wants to focus for free. And the Ashe as well, they're gonna call it. So I don't know. That was just kind of embarrassing. And we're still on it. Glacier dies. We're still on this comp. Oh my god, it makes me so mad to see us on this comp still. This is just, we decide to dive this. She's not there anymore, and we're just floundering again. We're all here. We're just kind of chilling. We're poking somehow. Glacier goes in, and so I think, yep, T-Man goes in after him. I'm there as well. We're trying to kill anyone that we can. Nobody focuses anyone. And then we all just kind of jump in on like 3 different people. Glacier's on the tanks. T-Man's killing. I believe he jumped up here. He was on the BAP. And then I came in to try to jump on. I forget who was down here, but someone was down here. And so we're all just diving random people. None of us are focusing the same people either. Until me and T-Man focused someone who was, I think we called this on the high ground, and then he dropped down and we were all in the team again. And the EMP just screw up our whole ass dive, and then, you know, we're just kind of chilling. And we all try to get as much value as we can, but that's an unfortunate death from Dapper. And then we never focus anyone enough to finish out the fight. And they bob you so they have an extra person, and we just lose. And just like that, there goes our entire ass lead. And we're still on this comp, even though it's kind of obvious that we're not good at it. We're still on the comp. And this, is this the embarrassing part with Clay? So we're on the Ashe. I think we call to dive the Ashe. Is this where it happens? And then T-Man dives up. And then Glacier's like 80 years late and doesn't make it up. And then just gives up. I remember watching that. Oh, that was just I don't Glacier, just don't play ball, dude. Just play Ryan. Cause oh my god, we just get farmed from this point on. That's where it all went to hell, and then we can just sweep up they just sweep up our mines because they have Sig. That was just nope. And then we don't push. We're still standing here for another like 80 seconds. Then we just, you know, we're all here. We're all there. We're just waiting to push. And the Glacier goes in. T-Man goes in again. We trans in. So this is like a good push, but then nobody focuses on anything, and we don't get any kills. And then I died to Bob because they used everything, and we didn't get any kills. So we had like a really good push. We had it all set up, and then nobody killed anything. And then they kill everything. And now they have ult advantage. And so we go Ana here, but I don't think it's the healers that are the problem. I think it's our tank and DPS. Because we're running this dive. I've got Blade though, and Dapper's got his ult as well. So those are the only two ults we have. And so when it comes to the last 30 seconds, me and Glacier both dive. That was kind of clean, but we didn't end up killing it. Yeah, I agree. We should be focusing the DPS more, but we're all too scared to focus either of the DPS because one, you're either going to get booped back, or two, you're going to get hacked and focused. So me and T-Man dive the top, which is good. We don't want them on the high ground. And then T-Man drops down, and we get EMP'd, which is, you know, sad. But it doesn't actually affect us that much because we're able to, you know, group up. We're at least semi in a group here, so we don't get punished as bad as we should be getting punished here because they're both scared of this high noon. Which I don't know, where's the high noon from? That side. So it's actually a really nice high noon. I didn't even know you could high noon from that spot. That's actually really smart. And then Glacier and T-Man are on the same page over here. They're diving. Kind of. Glacier goes in their spawn. He mines their spawn. That's actually smart because their Sigma's out here, so they can't clear them. And then I Blade, I kill Bap, and then I go in and I do big damage on the Sig. And so I think Sig gets antied here. And me and Raisin are trying to kill Sig. Sig dies. And then T-Man kills Orisa because of, you know, they get distracted from all of this crap. We dash in, we keep diving. And then from here we don't focus anyone. And we just all die because their Ash pops off. So after that we pretty much just stopped because we thought we had won because we had a lot of early kills, but you know, that's just our mistake. So now's when it gets good though. Now's when we can flex that we're freaking pog at what we're pog at. So let's get this code in here. So we're down 2-1, I believe at this point, yeah. So Rialto is 3 T C V 7D. Those almost all rhyme. Damn. Kind of bars. Alright, here we go.
He'd be rapping.
Yep.
Welcome to Rialto.
That was actually a 5K. It wasn't a 6K. Here we go. This is where we get to flex that we're good at what we're good
Are
at.
you going to Rialto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna speed this up.
Rialto. I remember we rolled on attack, but we got kind of rolled on on defense.
Mm-hmm. Until like the very last fight.
Yeah, and then y'all held for like a couple minutes.
So we're playing. This is what our comp should pretty much always be, except for maybe a few DPS swaps. This is really good for us. We play a good Ryan Sig with the Reaper, and Ash is good on Rialto. So this is fine. We play this corner, really clean. I'm gonna put it at 1.5 because I still want to watch this.
Oh, this fight. I think it's one of these fights that Glacier pinned into their whole team.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for it. That's why the cameras are here.
That's one of my.
They try to run a sim on attack for this. I don't know why they run a sim on attack for this. Maybe they had a strat picked up or something. But yeah, Glacier gets hooked, but we're able to actually we're able to pull for Glacier. We're able to punish the hog trying to get that hook off when we're all in front of him. So I killed both tanks, I believe. Yeah, both tanks ended up dying here. And at this point, this is where we should be pushed in, because I guess that's one of the weaknesses, is that nobody's playing on high ground when we have this comp. So I think either Ashe or Ana should be playing high ground so we can at least semi-push up with the rest of us, because there's only 3 of us pushed up. And they've got 2 up here. So I mean, we could pretty much be, like, if Ashe was up here, if Ana was up here, we could be anti-ing these squishies or shooting these squishies in general. Otherwise, T-Man has to go out and try to 2v1. And we are able to clean these up, mind you, because once we all push up, then we just farm. But I think probably Ashe or Ana should be playing high ground, which she is now, so she's getting boosted, that's good. Nice flames. They switched to Reaper and Hanzo because they're cheat. I don't know what cheese strat that was, because I don't know how you play a TP. Their coach, I don't know if they have a coach or not, but Jesus, they're fucking crazy. I got some weird strats. So this is when we get big value, because we get Dynamites and we get Reaper and we get our Rhine charge. This is how they should not be playing. I get picked. I remember when I was playing this, I was like, how did he even shoot me? But he shot me through like right here. And the shield, it was like the downtime between the Rhine shield and T-Man shield being up, so I was just unlucky.
Oh, we're gonna start this in a minute, by the way.
In a minute?
In a couple minutes, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we have 5 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was at 30. Alright,
So
let's
if
just
you
keep
wanna
going
warm
then.
up, you might need to.
Yeah. Okay. So we finish up this fight. They keep coming at us. We try to stall this out, and I think we actually do. Because we bobbed the point, which is really smart, so we gotta get the stall. I push in onto their Reaper, and I'm pretty sure I kill him. Yeah, Bob's still stalling the point here, and they're all trying to focus him down, which is good for us. That means we get extra time. And then Glacier gets a nice shadow here to stall for more time as I kill this Reaper, and I'm able to wrap around on this Hanzo, and then I kill the Hanzo as well. So they have no DPS, and they're antied as well, because since they got shattered, we get a free anti. And then we kind of just run into them here. But right now it's just me and Glacier. And it should definitely be more than just me and Glacier.
Well, we all got cut off by the dragon, and you were...
Yeah, that's unlucky, but still, if we had high ground presence...
Well, y'all were dead.
What? No, we're alive.
Some of y'all were dead.
No, everyone's alive here.
Are they?
I'm alive, Wish is alive, Dapper's
I thought everyone
alive,
died. I thought that was
Kitchen's
like a 3v3
alive,
fight.
Raisin's alive, and T-Man's alive. And so eventually we all get there, everyone pushes in, but it's unlucky. We shouldn't have to commit that sigil, but it's fine. We end up cleaning up the fight anyways. They
It's
die.
probably worth it, honestly, because they committed also too.
Yeah.
And yeah, somehow Glacier lives that.
Yeah, I don't know how Glacier lived there.
I was watching from his perspective. I genuinely don't understand how he lived.
Alright, I'm gonna play this in 2 times because we gotta get to practicing soon.
They already made their like Knight already made the chat for the.
I'm waiting behind them. I picked their Hanzo early, so at this point, this is a good place to push in. T-Man was playing high ground, which is really smart. And then I think I'm calling to push in here, which is fine. I'm in pretty much. T-Man goes in with
We
me.
got the pick on the Hanzo early. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the fight that I was talking about, where y'all just stood there.
And now we're just kind of vibing out in the open.
We
should be
stood
pushing
there
in.
with their tanks out in the open with no cooldowns.
Yeah.
You were just like letting them sit there.
And so I go in. This would have been big, but you know it was just I was up here and they had this. They had the shield in front, so you know we already have the Mercy who's used up on the Ashe. So I feel like this point the Ana has to be kind of just committed to healing everyone up front. So you can't be playing this kind of angle at the corner. You should probably just be playing straight lined up. And then Glacier charges in, but I mean, it was already a loss anyway, so that throw doesn't really matter. They commit ults. They commit 2 ults for us. They really didn't need to. They already had advantage. But now we're in again, so we do pretty much the same thing. We bob, and we try to contest again. I get picked early, though, because they had a McCree, and
Yeah,
I didn't
they
even
used
realize they had
Tracer.
McCree. They switched to McCree Tracer, which is really smart. They sigled us as well, and we commit Valk to this, which actually ends up working out decently well because we're able to kill the Tracer, and we have to back up after that though, so that kind of sucks. So they get free progress, and then they just keep pushing this. I'm pretty sure they snowball this fight actually. They're just able to snowball this for free.
Snowballed y'all this second fight.
Because, oh no, this is when we accidentally nanoed the Mercy.
Yeah.
I remember this.
I was watching Raisin's perspective too.
And then I don't believe Glacier called this shatter, that he was gonna shatter. Because there's literally...
He didn't say anything and died.
There was 2 shields behind him as well. So this was a really good shatter, but, I mean, there's no healers up on him.
And he's double shielded off.
Yeah. And we get big dynamites and value and stuff, but they can just snowball this. So, a little bit of issues with the calls there. And then I believe we almost bring this back, and then we lose at the last second. Dapper gets high nooned. We're all up front. We actually, yeah, we get snowballed there. That's what happens. All right. And then at this point, they try to push up on us, and I believe, yeah, they're trying to get some extra value or something out of this. And I remember I walk around because I see the Sig go to this side, and then they're already around the corner. And at this point, the Sig tries to like flex on us or something, so he's just a free pick for me. And so they don't get the Sig ult value. And even though our Bob died, that's 1 real person down for 1 fake person. And the Reaper's caught out in the open. Glacier charges in onto the payload, which is way smarter than charging into the fucking wall, like you usually would. So it's way smarter to charge into the payload. So at least if you miss, which you did, you don't die instantly. And we get a free Sig ult. Although, you know, they have immortality and stuff, that's still a free Sig ult. We killed the McCree. The Reaper's in us. But we're able to punish him for it because we used that Sig ult to force them all back. And then I get res too, so we're in a good spot now. I get pulled off of high ground and rocked. And then I believe we...
I feel like right here, where you are right now, I think that's what Life was talking about with the more aggressive TPs. I feel like you should have been playing that bridge above them.
Yeah,
but they would have had to force you down, which would have made them turn around.
Yeah, at this point I thought the McCree was going to go up high ground, but I didn't realize Tapper was up there, so if the McCree was up there, he would have called it. And the McCree ended up flanking the right side.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of just floundering right there. And I'm playing passive with the tanks. And then I come in to help T-Man and I get picked. Which is unfortunate, but I do get back fast because we have spawn and I'm Reaper. And then, let me see. They ult here, right? Yeah, they McCree ult down middle. We stun him because that was a really bad McCree ult. We're able to eat whatever they have. Glacier shields for a little bit as much as he can, but then he walks backwards, which he didn't. I don't think he realized the bat bolt was there.
He walked into the. He couldn't have gotten out there. He was just dead.
And then they pretty much just shred us. And actually, Dapper with the Bob does more than you think it would, because now their Orisa and their McCree are literally way back, and so is the BAP as well. So I'm on point, and I'm actually able to stall for way longer than I should have. I get the Sig to like 1 HP, and I'm able to Wraith. And so
look at the ults we're coming out with. We're coming out with 5 ults.
Yeah, and I'm able to bait their Reaper ult, because he tries to Reaper ult before me, because he knows that if he does it before me, I'll die. But I hold on to it. They Reaper ult here, and then this Nano is so smart. I would have never nanoed here, but this Nano was so smart to nano Glacier here to keep him up. After they immortality, this wasted their immortality too. Glacier stays up, and we sigil here, which is really smart too. Their McCrees are getting occupied by Dapper.
Can you go back a second?
Yeah.
Do you, go back to. Do you see where that Sig was? Look at him.
Where?
T-Man, like right when T-Man comes out. So T-Man comes out. Look at their Sig. Okay. Look what he does. Just wait. His whole team's got to back up. Watch where we leave him. He's just sitting there, right? Mm-hmm. The second that happens, that should instantly. And look, T-Man, no one called that. I remember that. No one said it. Look at him. He's just sitting there.
Yeah, but I think it's...
Look at where we are and where they are. He should instantly get turned on, because they don't have immortality for him, and he would just die. But we won the fight still, but he just never died.
I think T-Man was going to focus him, but he realized that he cut off his heals, so then he could just ult his whole team.
But I'm just saying that that should be called out. I don't think no one even said he was there.
This is just bad communication, because the Sigil and the Rhino at the same time is something you should never do. Because then the stun does nothing.
Actually,
the stun does nothing, dude. Like, cause
well, I mean, if you can,
at least until after. Like, if Sig ults and then Ryan shatters when they fall, like that's fine. But He
Yeah,
shattered
I think we were
at
just
the
using
same
ults
time.
panically to win the fight.
Yeah.
Because at that point, we actually had to use ults to win that fight. Because look, our ult economy compared to theirs was so much better.
And then
But
they
we
get the
still had
Sig
Euro
still
at
is
the end of
alive.
that.
Yeah. The Sig ult is able to
Yeah,
get
and he
Glacier to
gets a
low.
free flux off of that.
Yeah. I'm on point now. I have my ult still. And then I come across here and I ult because I realize they don't have anything for me. I end up killing 3, which is lucky, and the Sig is 1 HP, even though he's still behind us.
Yeah,
So I know they don't
still
have to do
behind
anything
us
about
again.
him. And then I can push with the McCree because it's fine. I still
Go
die,
walk
but
into him.
he dies as well. Teammate's gonna clean up, and then we're able to hold this. Is it time? Or the
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to...
Alright, I'll just end this here. If you guys really want to see this, leave a comment. I'll finish this up later. But that's gonna be it for now. And then I'll start streaming when the next Scrim happens, which is gonna be soon. So peace.